Hey guys, Coach Chad here. Hey, the amount of time that we have for practice this year is going to be limited. And since both of our teams are going to run the same offense, I thought that I might send you a quick note to give you an idea of the setup that we're going to run and really give you an opportunity to maybe study it before we go to practice. So we'll give you guys some extra points if you come to practice and you know what we're going to run. What I'm going to show you quickly on this clipboard is the type of offense we're going to run, and it's called a triangle offense. We're going to run a couple of different plays out of that. The primary one being a continuous motion offense. And continuous motion simply means that there's a pattern that we run, and we kind of run it over and over until somebody's open for a pass. Okay? I'm going to use this clipboard to show you a little bit about what I'm talking about, and what I'm hopeful of is that you'll be able to look at this video a couple of times, learn how to set this play up, and maybe even be able to run it when we get to practice. Okay, that's a lot to ask, but that's what I'm going for. So you're not going to be in trouble if you can't, by the way, but this is just going to be good practice for you. So here's the first thing that I want to show you. The way that a standard basketball team, as you've known it, has probably set up in the past is you've got a guy who usually brings up the ball and goes to that position. You've got somebody out in the wing. This is the point guard, by the way. You've got players out in the wing. These are usually the smaller or faster guys, or maybe the best distance shooters. And then you usually are going to put some of your bigger men down in what's called the post, okay? Now, what we're going to run is called the triangle, and it's a little different, and here's how it looks different. This guy moves out to the corner. The guy who usually brings up the ball ends up over here, all right? And this guy steps out to about this spot, okay? The other major difference is a big guy who would usually play way down here in the post, he moves up to the top of the key. And if you don't know what the key is, that's this thing right here. I know you 7th graders do. I know most of you 6th graders do. Some of you 5th graders might still be learning. So here's the thing. What we've done, they call this a triangle offense because we've created two triangles, actually. There's a triangle here, and there's a triangle here, okay? Now, the reason that we've set up that way, it really gives us a great opportunity to have a lot of open space so that when somebody cuts for a pass, there's probably not going to be a lot of defenders in certain areas of the floor, but it also gives us plenty of excellent spacing for making passes that aren't very likely to get intercepted, okay? Now that you know that, I'll take just a moment and show you the basic motion we're going to run out of this offense, okay? Here we go. So whoever dribbles the ball up, presumably is going to be our point guard, okay? And where he would normally probably come to the top, he's going to come to this position. Again, we've got one of the wingmen here. We've got a big player there. We've got a wingman here. And now we've stepped up this guy to create those two triangles. Now, the play we're going to run depends on who this guy passes the ball to first. The first one I'm going to show you is called our motion. And our motion starts by player one passing to the top of the key. Okay? What this guy's going to do is swing it over to the next guy to his left. And the very first thing that happens as soon as that ball leaves is this guy steps up to set a screen. And this guy runs shoulder to shoulder with him and comes this way looking for a pass. So that's really simple. So what happens is the ball moves from here to here, and this guy takes off, swings around that post player, and the idea is to get him the ball right there under the basket. Okay? That's our first potential pass. All right? The second thing that's going to happen is after this guy here catches the ball and moves it over to his left, he's immediately after that pass going to step up and set a screen here. Okay? After he sets that screen, this guy pops up to the top, and now the guy who set the screen rolls and follows this guy. So if you can think of the timing, I know it's looking a little messy, but we started with the ball here. It went pass, pass, and by the time he caught the ball, this guy should be popping around for a quick pass underneath the basket. Okay? Now, after this guy made that pass, he stepped up here to screen a player, and as soon as the screen happened, he then cut and rolled. So he's going to be following behind this guy. Now this guy has pass option 1, boom. Pass option 2, excuse me. Boom. right there. Got it so far? The other thing that happens is, of course, because this guy rolled up to the top, if neither of these guys is open, he can throw it right back up to the top. Maybe that guy can hit a three-point shot. Okay? So this first part of the motion, there's actually 3 opportunities to score. 1, 2, and 3. Got it?